Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's go, baby! Gold, Tesla, banging on them. Money, baby, money. Focus on the money, baby. Focus on the money. Don't focus on the losers. Like a loser. Sorry about that. I got a roofing guy here that's coming in. They're looking at the roof. They got to ask questions about the roof, and it's getting crazy. Thank you so much for the water. My wonderful, beautiful assistant, Veronica.
I'm your assistant?
Veronica.
I'm your assistant now?
Veronica.
I'm your assistant?
My beautiful assistant, Veronica.
You're calling your assistant beautiful? So if you had an assistant, you would call her beautiful?
You're my wife.
But why are you calling me your assistant?
Because you came in with the glass and the...
You want a beautiful assistant?
No, I don't want it. You were my beautiful assistant. I wasn't thinking about a beautiful assistant named Veronica. I was... Oh, man, I'm in the... Guys, don't say anything to your wife. Don't say anything, okay? Whatever you say will be wrong. Just say, yes, thank you, ma'am. Then say, ma'am. She'll be like, I'm ma'am now? When was I ma'am? You know what I mean? Like, you just don't say anything. All right, don't say anything. Let's get the music up and running. Let's try to get over that incident. Let's see what's happening today. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. 87,350 Bitcoin playing games. Up and down, up and down, up and down, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I love each and every one of you for being here. Even the people that put the laughing emoji this morning. I love y'all. I'm just messing with y'all. But y'all messing with me. So you think it's funny. You think it's funny over here. Shout out to 87,400 pumping to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here. A little bit of a jump for Bitcoin. Better than nothing, right? A little bit of a pump. So let's see what's happening for Bitcoin. It looks horrible. I took a shot this morning. I got sniped. I saw this bear flag right here. It did dump halfway. Made a kind of a little bit of a bull div. Attempting to bounce, but overall bearish, right? I mean, last night they ended up making this, or price action made this head and shoulder pattern that did break down. It seems to be retesting the neckline now. The target I see there is about 84,007. And, we had this beautiful flag. We broke out, but we broke down inside the flag, and it's been chop, 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 chop. And what would you expect on a, weekend, a holiday? I keep calling it a weekend because it feels like the weekend, but a holiday week. There's nothing going on. It's quiet, right? There's just nothing going on. Less people are going to pay attention. No one's on YouTube. It's less. Every time this year I ran the stream, I always told my wife, I'm like, it's over. No one's coming to the stream. The stream's dead. Nobody cares anymore. She'd always say, you're just wilding out. You're bugging out. It's Christmas. People are with their families instead of obsessed like you with the charts. They actually have a life. You know what I mean? Their life isn't the charts like yours. So they actually have to be somewhere, maybe at work or with people. You know what I mean? They might have a company party to go to. They might have to go shopping last minute. So I get it. Not everyone could be here on the stream because it's just not the same day as it usually is. People are home with their kids. Their kids are home. Most people's kids are home from school by now. So now someone's got to be there. So people might have to take work or whatever's going on. So I get it. I get it. I get it. Send it live for Jesus loves all of you. God bless. Amen. 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 I love you all. God bless everybody here. God bless everybody on the live. I appreciate you. And I hope you're doing well. And no matter what your day is looking like, I just hope you keep pushing no matter what. And stay positive. All right? Keep believing in yourself. Keep believing in yourself, baby. Let's go. So the first thing, you remember, the people that stick around here and pay attention are the people that are going to get seriously paid. If there is a super cycle and it rips, everyone's going to wish they were us. If there's no super cycle and we have a long-term bear market, we're going to get the best prices and everyone's going to wish they were us. I'm just telling you, it may seem dark and gloomy sometimes, but when you look back 2 years from now, everyone's going to wish they were here right now in the market. I'm telling you. I know you don't believe me, but it's true. I'm going to take my shot of ginger here. Oh, here we go. It is ginger, just to show you. It's ginger, man. Woof. It's green. It comes off as like clear. Because low A, whoa. Whoa. Whoa, that's no joke. Anyway, so I just want to let you know, if you're here right now, you're blessed. You're on to something bigger than yourself, and you're ready to rock out. I think you're amazing, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen to your progress as you continue to push. So again, remember, the monthly still continues to show a hidden bullish. I'll tell you, I've never back tested it on the monthly. What if we just fall and make a lower low? At the end of the day, the monthly has a high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high. The monthly's in an uptrend. We have to close below these two candle bodies to basically be in a giant downtrend. Right now, the weekly's in a downtrend, everything from the weekly on down, because the weekly did break a low, which I've seen before create bear markets for Bitcoin, but Bitcoin never had such big access on the monthly. See, does anyone understand what I'm saying? It's really hard to explain. Whenever we see an altcoin, here's the deal. You know how we trade the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily, right? You understand, right? Everyone gets that. We trade the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and the daily, and that all makes sense, right? You ever see a coin that just comes out? Let's find a coin that just came out. A coin that's pretty new is Beat, right? It's really early. Beat USDT. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. So I'm on Bitcoin here. I just want to make, yeah. So we go to idea. Oh, wow. Look, everything that had a pump comes back. It's so crazy. So look how early Beat is. See how new it is? It came to the market in November, right? So it has like 2 months of data. Barely. Okay? Now, if we go to the weekly, it's not going to, you can't even, there's no moving average. You see, it's a straight line. But if we go to the 15-minute, we'll actually find flags, right? We can find a falling wedge. We can find a flag here. You can zoom in here, and you can see there was a flag right there that broke out. You can see little wedges, and you can see price action created, actual consolidation. And so my point is, when Bitcoin, just even a few years ago, when we looked at it on the monthly, it looked just like Beat does when you look at it on the weekly, or even on if you look at Beat on the monthly, it's a line, right? Now Bitcoin had a few months in its belt, but you get what I'm saying? Right now, like there's no hidden bullish divergence on the monthly for Beat. Now, if this thing hangs out for 5, 7 years, 10 years, or last maybe 15 years, this monthly chart will actually start to show a falling wedge that broke out, a little bit of a flag. You'll start to see price action on the monthly. You see? But it's going to take years. So Bitcoin now has price action on the monthly. So the idea behind this is you kind of have to be a meta thinker and kind of combine your overall creative thought process with trading in a way. But could the monthly now be the bigger time frame that takes over? Could it not matter that the weekly has broken trend? Like, for instance, when the daily's in an uptrend, but the 15-minute breaks to a downtrend, it's still, we have to watch it. But the 15-minute can always recover and build a new trend. And then the daily could never have lost the downtrend. So my point is the weekly could be fuddling around right now. You see? Because for me, yes, that was the low right there. You broke the low on the weekly, and that has been the bear market for Bitcoin every time. But Bitcoin has never had this much structure on the monthly. It's just an interesting concept to think about, something to kind of sink your teeth into and to think about, right? That's the idea. You never know, but that's the open-minded idea that anything is possible. And the monthly has a higher low, and it's technically in an uptrend. You see what I mean? Now, once the monthly breaks this area and we candle close below there, it's cooked. Then you have to say, okay. And that's only going to be 78 to 76,000. But until that happens too, there's still, that's your hopium copium for the day, that there's a chance that the monthly still hangs out. There's your 2-week chart. It closed bearish, but it closed with a pretty big wick. And it kept its tweezer bottom. Tweezer bottom on the 2-week chart so far is holding. If you close below that too, it's you're likely coming back to 82,000. You can see. So, and there's even hidden bullish divergence here as well. It's combined. So I see it everywhere. Oversold in the stochastics RSI. This is moving down on the RSI. You can even see that the MACD is turning. So it just, you leave it at that. And then you go take a look at the weekly. The weekly looks bearish as heck. It actually looks like it's in a descending triangle that's going to dump on your face. I mean, look at that. That's a descender. That's got a measured move to the lower low at 76,000. Wow, that's bearish, right? That's a no-go. 5-day chart, you could kind of, say the same thing there. For the 5-day, to me, it's in a bear flag this way. And I've been saying this for a long time now. I almost feel like it's falling out of the bear flag now, but it's still, bear flag, right? I'd say it's basically now starting to dip. You have to kind of open it a little wider than I'd like. And that has a long measured move there. And what I want to, if I do wick to wick, it's pretty long. says we could go to like 50K. It's crazy, right? I want to move that. So, I mean, that's suggesting a move somewhere to 50. Yeah, I keep getting this $57,000 level. Like, now, I'm not saying we're just going to drop down there, but you have to assume that unless you get back above 94K, you're going down at least to test some of these lows. At least here, this resistance at 72,000. Now, Bookmap hasn't been amazing, but look, now it has deeper red at 85.1. The reddest area now is at 85,100 for Bookmap. Again, the order book is light, so it could come in and out. Remember that. It's liquidity is going to be misleading on days of low price action. You see what I mean? It's just not going to be the same. So, yeah, we could see 57,000. We definitely could. And then we could see the fear and greed go back down to 10 again. You know, like it hit 10 and 11, comes back up, and then we really, 8 or 9. I mean, we go to 8, 9, or 7. That would have to be the absolute bottom. So, in my lifetime, hidden bullish divergence has played out more than you'd believe. And we do have it on the monthly. So, like, it's just, I still have slightly, I'm not on board completely. The only thing is I trade trend. And yes, the daily, the 5-day, the weekly, they're all in a downtrend. And so my thesis about the monthly is a thesis. It's not like, you know, the cool thing about it is if the 1 hour gets us back above the 200 moving average again, if the 4 hour gets us back above the 200, if somehow, some way this makes its way out of here yet again, you see, we have ourselves a chance to continue. I just saw two things that I didn't see before that I haven't shown anybody. A lot of times on this channel, I see things for the first time. I just saw two things I have never seen before. I haven't even discussed or talked about. Let's break it down. Dry powder works wonders this time of year, man. I kept telling everybody to stack Tether. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, so it doesn't matter what I said, but I kept saying, hey, I'm stacking Tether all October, right? Even the day of that dump, October 10th, I got out of altcoins that I was like sick of holding them. I couldn't believe it. I wish I got out of more, but hey, you know, I did the best I could that day. And next thing you know, I saw the whole market implode. I couldn't believe it. Good morning. Can you please check night on Vardano? You're funny. On Vardano over here. Vardano. You're funny. Shout out to Crypto Scarface. We love you, man. Thank you for the 999. God bless you, brother. Thank you so much for being here. So let's take a look at BTC and see what's happening. Wow, the 4 hour time frame looks somewhat interesting there. So the daily 3-day chart to me looks like it fell out of the pattern. And I got the same thing kind of cooking on the daily, you know. To me, the daily was in this, you know, somewhat of an ascending, like I can connect these two and make a flat top. Or you can even just kind of connect these like this. Make a slanted line there. But that's a valid trend line because you have so many touches. And to me, that's valid right there, you know. And like, you lost it. You barely retested the trend line. And this is what's called a symmetrical triangle. They mainly do break to the downside. And see, this would be the measured move here, this leg. See that here on the daily? And that, you know, that's, yeah, $71,000 BTC, you know, and you got some resistance. That, see how that it lines perfectly. You also have a gap in the VRVP there. When you bring all the price action in to look at it, you've got a gap here, and you can see where all the liquidity lies. It's between 61 and 65, 68,000. Right? I mean, this is a bear flag, is it not? Let's be honest. It's like shoulder, head, right shoulder. Like, you know, I could even consider this to be somewhat of a shoulder, head, right shoulder. You see that? Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm getting bearish vibes for Sheezy on BTCZ. And look, this is even like I'm getting more and more descending triangle vibes too. And that again also has like a low $70,000 level. Now, and I'm ready for the bear move immediately. I mean, it might be smart to hedge a short right now here with a stop loss above that wick. And just let that, because that you're shorting the, you know, just like we were on a tweezer bottom, you're shorting this tweezer top. You're shorting this tweezer bottom, right? Like that. Like, okay, well, you got to, it would be the other way like this. Looks like a lower high, which should make a lower low in time. So it is telling me that the right idea is to hedge a short. It's just weird. I get this trader instinct that tells me some crazy squeeze is going to happen. But that's, I think, what they want us to think. And that could be my emotion. So with no emotions at all, it's an SR flip, right? Bounce, previous support becomes resistance, and then you hit resistance. So you're using an SR flip. You're using a lower low on the daily, right? And it is, to me, looks like a shoulder, head, right shoulder. I believe there's more riding bearish than bullish. So the probability is in the favor. Like, if this loses, so be it. Like, I feel like I did the right thing. I assessed it mathematically. And the right trade is a hedge short right now at the present moment in time. Again, maybe I'm wrong. Am I going to trade it? Maybe I would wait for the 1 hour at least to lose the 200. Oh, it already did. Yeah, the 1 hour did lose the 200 just now. Interesting. Like, pretty, now it's attempting to get back above it. One other thing I want to show you that I just saw before I jump out of here. So, yeah, I mean, and you can see how I can see a few different things going on at once. I mean, that's just trading, right? And look, the resistance. Every time we tried to get above that 4 hour 200 moving average, right? So again, the idea is, oh, look, it already went down from there. But the idea is an entry into a short somewhere here, and with a stop above this POC at 90,000, and see if that puppy dips. I'm looking for just sideways price action. And then, I don't know. Like, it looks like we might even dump on Christmas Day. Who knows? That's January 1st there too, so. My buy order sitting for that 33. Bookmap, lots of buy order levels to break through, and those should cause new high volume nodes and consolidation. Tomorrow, New York Stock Exchange is closed due to holiday. That may sell just in case. Sam is a gentleman trader. He doesn't even short that much, looking out for the little guy. Hey, God bless you, man. I used to short a lot more, honestly. It's funny. When Bitcoin was in chomp, throughout the last year, I was shorting and longing a lot. Then as Bitcoin started getting very crazy and like up towards the 110, 115, I just felt, and I missed it. I mean, thank God, because I felt like for the times people won their shorts, there was so many short liquidations. You could say long too, but I'm so good at longing that I don't get caught in long liquidations. But because I don't long as much, short as much, I might get caught in a short liquidation. I think that's why I hesitate to short more now, because I'm, I perfected such a night, and there's days. See, my strategy now, which I didn't have. Like, I didn't have the skill, I'd say 4 years ago, not even close. I had all the skills, but didn't put them together till about 3 years ago, and then I started using the model and the 1 minute and the 200 and all that. That's all like in the last 3.5 years. Like, people saw me transition into that flow. If you've been watching me for a long time, and you as a trader, that's how there's transitions in your trading career. You'll be one way, but you'll switch to another way. Like, you shouldn't be stagnant and stuck in one system. You want to build and mold your system into something that is, the simpler the better. The simpler you can keep it, the better, right? It's funny. I see this too. Look, this could be just a bear flag. They broke out of it a few times, and it's on its way down. It's like, I see a couple things going. But, and you're like, Sam, if you see so many things, how do you resign on what's what? Well, my brain takes it all in and just gives it points. It's a point system. It's just how people, let's be honest, everyone, like, before you got married and you met someone, you looked at them and you said, hey, you looked at their level of attractiveness. Let's be honest. You gave them, there was some type of kind of point, whether you didn't numerically put it out there, but there's a point system to everything we do. We're very calculated, human beings are. And we look at the ups and downs of everything. And so that's kind of what I'm doing here. I'm just looking, again, since we got rejected by 90,005, you can see we've been just slowly dumping on the 4 hour time frame. And that does look like that looks like a descending triangle. I mean, you got the double bottom, you got a sloping trending down, and you're using the 200 as your, we've seen this many times as a breakout pattern. See, we've traded this bullishly many times. You're like, oh, there it is. That's it. And you'd be like, yeah. It's funny when you flip it upside down, right? It all makes sense all of a sudden. You're like, wow, I see the trade perfectly. Like, but then when it's upside down, you're like, oh, I can't. It doesn't look the same, right? It doesn't look as sweet. But it's the same trade. Hey, Sam, what are your thoughts on the NASDAQ? Is the moment good to long, or maybe it was a bit more consolidation? Have a Merry Christmas. Echoes of Empire, EU. Hey, God bless you, man. Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays your way, man. You married your assistant. That was a key point. I know, right? Can you believe she got on me about that? She probably did that just to make it, she wanted everyone. She likes to put me in my place in front on the show, you know. It's like a joke of like, and it is funny, so I play into it. But then when I look back, it's like, hey, nobody tells me what to do over here. Nobody, huh? Nobody tells Sammy what to do, huh? My name's Sammy Boemi over here. And I know what I'm doing, huh? Don't tell me what to do. There's so much liquidity to the upside. The short squeeze will be inevitable. If great traders like yourself start shorting, it raises questions to me. Maybe I am just optimistic in a perma bull. I mean, my thing is this. It looks good. The short looks nice. You know, you're on the 200 above the 20. You know, you're on the 21 above the 200. You're kind of on the model, technically, too. Hey, we could reverse, though. So let me show you the possible area. You know, let's got to go over everything. But that's looking bearish to me. I have to be honest. It's looking very bearish. Like, I'm just starting to see things. And you can see the slope down, the lower high. That's a lower high. I mean, these are your high. That's your lower high. You're going to make, you know, likely make a lower low unless you can dig in right here. It's all about the 1 hour 200 moving average. If we can get back above it, why the heck did that do why and then move on me? I was like so deep in thought right there. Don't you dare. All right. See here, we have this falling wedge too, right? Falling wedges break up 68% of the time. Can we make this happen though? Can we like make an ugly cup and handle and get out of here? Is this like an Adam and Eve that you can't see? I don't, you know what I mean? I'm so, believe me, I am the most bullish guy. I will look and I'll find bull manure in a pile of poop. You know what I mean? I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll find something bullish in anything, man. You know, that didn't come out right. That didn't come out right. I don't look through piles of poop. All right. All three filled the child. Amen. I love what you just said. Yeah. So we'd have to get a breakout here in the 1 hour. It would have to do some type of shoulder, head, right shoulder, and break to the upside. You see? Okay. That's what we're looking for. Last cycle, we made our way to 200 MA on the weekly time frame. I do believe it is established now that we are in a bear. Oh, we're in a bear market for sure. Yeah. That's professional therapist talking on me. Anyone new? We use the education we received from Sam and Master Friend to gain up or down. Join the 99. Take the class. Get the education you deserve. Go to cryptolifer.com. Thank you. All right. He looks at me. You're funny, man. I stare at a pile of doo-doo, and that's how I come up with all my, like, you know, yeah. You can find some more bullish deep in the bear cave. You're full, man. Shout out to Chris Goss, man. I love you, man. I want to hang out with you one day. Cool people, brother. I mean, everyone's cool, but you're always funny. Sense of humor too out there. Wow, shout out to Jimbo Fett, man. Jimbo, man. It's been a while. Stopping by real quick to wish you and yours America. You know, God bless you, man. Thank you so much. You didn't have to give, but you did. Of course you did. You just throwing 50s around. My man, Jimmy. Hey, I bought the Lamborghini because of you, Jimmy. He gives me a ride in a Lambo, and I'm telling you right now, like, that was it. That was it. Now I take that ride every day, the one you gave me. I don't know if actually that's not true. I don't drive it the way you drove that thing. That still, you know, was crazy what you did there in that thing. He was like drifting it in a tiny like 100-yard parking lot. I don't know. Jimmy, you're out of your mind. I'll forever know you as a maniac, but a great man. But you were out of your mind, man. I love you so much, man. I can't wait to see you. Every time I see you, we're doing something amazing in some city, balling out of control, having a massive dinner with a bunch of people. So Whenever I think of you and Crypto Billy, I smile, man. God bless you guys. Happy New Year. Your son's awesome. Such a smart kid. God bless him and your whole family, man. Yeah. I miss her right now. You know, they're detailing the Lamborghini today. Someone's going to be here. Like, someone actually should be here like right now. I should keep the window open because he said 10:30. It's already 10:45. It's all right. I don't mind if they're later. You know, I'd have to open up the garage and do all this nonsense anyway. So, anyway, try to find out what my wife's doing. So we're looking for this to make an inverted head and shoulder to save the day. I mean, you need some type of reversal pattern tonight to change the way things are going, right? Otherwise, it's going to slump further to the downside here. So, you know, your saving grace is somehow, some way, you get a bounce, right? And we get back in some type of pattern or shape. Oh, yeah, and here's the one thing I didn't see before. This is the only thing that I haven't shared that my mind saw. Technically, this is the uptrend with a higher low. And technically, you can kind of do something like this, too. So it's weird, right? It's like now I see an ascending triangle the other way. And, you know, I can't let go of this idea. I mean, that is a diamond, right? Or do we, like, you know, it's a diamond, but you could say, okay, well, we broke out the diamond. We're out of it's already did it. You know, now we're, like, retesting. It's interesting, right? There's a lot going on. It's chopped. There's some science in there, though, no matter what. So would I take the head short right now? I would not at the present moment. If we dig into the head and we're here, then yes. Well, maybe a stop up there. But I'd rather watch the dump and then take little scalps. Because here's the deal. I got so good at my strategy that, look, see, here's the 5 minute. They'll dump the price, right? Like here, they're dumping price. But there's my strategy. We cross the 5 and I can make, you know, all I need is Bitcoin 86 to go up to 86.5, right? I told you I can make $1,000 off $1,000. Bitcoin went up 1,500 there. So I could make anywhere between 500 and, you know, 15. I probably wouldn't get the exact move. Sometimes I'm pretty close though. But I could definitely make somewhere between like 5 and 1,000 out of that, right? And same thing here. Same thing here. Same thing there. That's touching the 21. There's the explosion, you know. So like we could be in downtrends and I'm making money, you know, with my strategy. So like I don't really need to short the market because even on the days where they short it, like I've seen the massive dumps here, like they dumped here. And then like as the night changed, we crossed the 200. I went long, took my money. You know what I mean? We crossed the 200, took my money. You get away from the 21, you know, you're exhausted. You're away from the 21, you get out. Like, so I get in on the 200 when we're crossing. I get out when we're away from the 21. And the 21 gets away from the 200. Every time it's time to sell, and this will happen on the weekly, the monthly, every big time frame small, the 21 and the 200 will be very far apart. See? The 21 will get pulled up like this, and the 200 will stay here. And you'll get this massive, like, you know, 21 will curve away from the 21. So this is the 200. This is the 21, you know, and then price will be pulled away from the 21. It'll be up here. Sell. So you cross when the 200 and the 21 are touching and near each other. You get in. Boom. They pump. The 21 pulls away. Price pulls away. You get out when you really, you know. So to me, like I can see short squeezes. I can see all the stuff that happens because I just understand price now. Like you guys see us. We're watching and we see the pump and we see how far we get from the 21. We take price. We take money off the table. You know what I'm saying? Like we just do what we have to do no matter what. No matter what. Every single time. Every single time. Okay? Every single time. And I'm telling you, like, so for me, like, I don't really stress shorting as much because I know there's going to be a place where I can get in. If I just watch and I'm close, I can hit my my target or my strategy. Low days that are high in high in risk, I just don't use a lot. Days that have better risk, I use more and just go like that. Like this morning, I lost a trade. I probably shouldn't have taken it because today's like a Saturday. But things were looking okay at the beginning of, you know, I think it was here, right? And we were technically, you know, but there was a shoulder, head kind of shoulder, but we were tight above the 200. And it looked like it could get tight and break out. And I put a stop there and they hunted me immediately. Like within like 2 minutes, I lost $200. So it happens, right? And then I even said, man, why did I go long today? Like, Such a horrible day to trade, you know. So we're looking for a possible bounce here on the 15, or this thing rolls over, right? There's a chance this makes a symmetrical too and then just dumps on you. And you have to assume to be more bearish than bullish, in my humble opinion, just because price action doesn't look amazing. So, you know, I say one of two things happen today. You break back up and start this tightness, or you dump back down for a double bottom at 84K, you know, somewhere into this area. I think it's likely you dump, but and we might even just go sideways for hours because the volume's light. We might not have enough to get us to go anyway. So that's kind of like, you know, that's kind of what we're seeing here for BTC. That's what I'm looking at. So that's Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell, in my humble opinion. I'd like it if it breaks up, it starts to make this tighter channel. So there's always a chance, and I'm open-minded to it, but we have to be realistic with the probability in front of us. Right now, the probability is bearish until something changes. 94K is really the biggest area we need to breach. If we break 94K, anything is possible. All right. Bitcoin getting harder and harder this December. Yeah. Support lines on the weekly chart. Keep it simple. Less risk, less aggressive entries. Yeah. Well, gold continued to rip with Bitcoin umps. I mean, and talk about gold absolutely doing damage. And I gave you guys and gals the gold trade. That thing continued to rip and do absolutely amazing. And let's take a look. Gold sitting at 4,456. Unbelievable, right? I mean, just beautiful. And I could see gold. I mean, it's starting to gap from the 21 there. And you could say, I mean, there's a little bearish div now. There's a chance gold could top there a little bit. Or, you know, if I was in a huge gold trade with tons and tons of money, I might take a little off the table because everyone's like, oh, gold's never going to stop. I mean, there is some bear div here. That swings down and they're above the dotted line and you're swinging up on price. Did gold top out at 45.08? Could it come down first and bounce, do a retest, or does it start to go sideways? Or does it just continue to plow all the way to 53? A little bit of bear div there. This does make you have to kind of think about it for a second. But gold absolutely ripping and doing damage. To me, silver has to come down. I don't see it ripping anymore, personally. It hit my target there of 69. That's where we thought it would go, and that's where it hit. That was the measured move. See? From this little divot on, like, you know, if you kind of slant it out there, and then, and bang, it told me we were going to go to 60, you know. We had another smaller trade here that entered right there, and that hit the target too as well. So I give the long-term trade, and then look, I even gave this trade right here. Bang. And that hit the target as well, just perfectly. It's crazy. No stop loss got hit. Everyone's saying my stop loss. No stop loss got hit. And as you keep winning, you just now the stop loss is at break even. You could ride it up. Now, does silver have more to go? There's a chance. We just have to start looking at the bigger time frames. And so let's kind of deep dive silver for a second. I mean, look how far the 3-day is from the 21. Usually that's a consolidation or a pullback. Look at the RSI. To me, it has bearish div. So you're getting bearish divergence on big time frames. The weekly's still kind of bullish because they both point up, but this point's way further up. Amazing to see silver at $70 an ounce. Like everyone, the coin I have now is $70. It just bugs me out. They were 15 bucks when I bought them. So I basically almost 5x'd all my silver. It's crazy. Now I have way more. It's just nuts. It's nuts. Remember that kilo I bought that day on the, I have that, like that big kilo of silver. That thing's now worth so much. It's nuts. That thing has gone up so much since the day I bought it on the, I bought it like on stream. Remember? I don't know if everyone remembers, but I bought an ounce of silver on the stream. Like I'd say 3 years ago. And then when it came, I like was showing it and talking about it. So funny. So yeah, I see a bear div on the daily for silver. You know, if it continues to rip, okay, maybe it rips a little more, but it's saying that, hey, there's going to be at least some consolidation. You know, maybe it could be 10 days, it could be 20, I don't know, but to me, I feel like it's a good time to take profits off the table if I was in a silver trade. But hey, you never know. Maybe it just rips up even more and then it goes to 89 and I'm like, oh no, but yeah. I love metals. Yeah. People are bullish on gold. It would make sense that they start dumping it. Yeah, I mean, when everyone jumps into something, it's time to kind of take some profits. In my humble opinion. Right? So. You do you over here. I does me's. You does yous. I does me. Togethers, we don't do's each other. It's those two. Hey. You do you. I do me over here. Figure it out. Don't pout. Figure it out. I mean, like, great place to take some profit. Gold looks like it's a little extended. It's funny. It might be just that time. I don't know. Let me see again. I mean, getting maybe a little more juice. Let's take a look at the smaller time frames. Yeah, so what you need is like a 1 hour. See, even look there. I mean, some bear div there that kicked in from the high at 45. You need to see this make some type of flag. Otherwise, it could make, you see what's building here is a possible like shoulder kind of head, you know? Something like that. If it consolidates, there's some more coming. The bigger time frames say yay, but we just got to watch it, you know? Took my gold gains off the table. Just wait a few weeks. Amen. This is the start of the next gold leg to 10,000. Yeah. Don't pout. You guys are funny. Can you look at gold to change the price units to BTC? Bitcoin really is at make or break moment. Watching from the Philippines. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for my Filipino watchers. God bless you. We appreciate you. We love you guys. You know, worldwide. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Shout out to all Scottish crypto. Limitless, not financial advice, newbie crypto, and all the awesome people here on the stream. We love you. We appreciate you. You got to keep pushing. I worked out today to the point of no return. Was sweating my face off. Felt good. And I tell people, man, the reason why trades go well, the reason why I probably made $3,000 the other night in my sleep, working out, man. It brings me back to gratitude. I sweat out so many toxins. I stay focused. It's amazing. And you got to work out. You know, there's just no other way. In my humble opinion, there's just no other way. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I don't know what's going on here. Hello? Okay. All right, I'm like, the guy comes to detail the Lamborghini, then says, I don't see any, I just see Coops here, drives away and decides to cancel it. Like, what is going on? Like, I told him I'm a live streamer. Like, I have staff. Like, go ring the doorbell. They'll open it up. Like, this is crazy. They said, so we waited there, we left. That's just so nuts to me, bro. Like I have this waiting to show people, like what, you're supposed to just show up and the car's supposed to be outside? Like, why would I leave a car like that outside? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, I gotta focus on what I'm doing. So gold getting a bounce here. Back to the upside. Okay. Babe, can you please take my phone? BB? I didn't say anything. Just call these people, man. Now they're arguing with a Lamborghini owner. Why are they arguing with me? He's like, you told me the car's in the driveway. I never said that. Like, it doesn't matter what I said. I'm the customer. Like, you ring the doorbell to a home when you show up to do something. Why would you show up there and drive away? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. You know what I mean? Anyway, it's like, no, he's one of the best detailers in the entire state. Like, he's known to be amazing. That's why I don't understand. And I already met him once. Like, I don't get it. You know? Anyway, who cares? Like, God is great, man. These are great problems to have. Amen. Let's move on. I just don't understand people. Like, and I knew my live stream. I was like, all right, I'm looking out the window to see if I see anybody. It's like, you know, my wife's so smart. She's gonna be like, wouldn't you ring a doorbell when you come to someone's home? She's so smart. She talks to people real slow. She's like, yeah, like, this doesn't really make sense that you would show up and not ring a doorbell. Like, we're waiting inside the home, like, you know. And he's gonna be like, well, I just, you know, didn't see the car, so I just decided to leave. It's like, really? Yeah. He's like, quick, I'm not tough. Quick tack and tough. So could gold, I wouldn't touch gold unless it makes a tight little flag, actually. You know what I mean? A little bit of weakness for gold. People are going to take some profits now. They're excited. It's up big. People are going to be like, hey, man, I should take some profits on gold. Let that thing cook. Right? So gold is interesting. I'll tell you that, right? I know. First world problems. 100%. Funny to see MYRIA getting a little bit of a pump, right? I own this coin, actually. A gaming coin from back in the day. Crossed the 200, got a beautiful pump to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here. Boom. Daily. Very interesting. 12-hour. Interesting. 1 hour time frame. Funny, I'm not about to dive into gaming coins hot, but, you know, if this can make a flag above the 200 moving average, this would be absolutely amazing, right? That's what I like to see. This is awesome. Get very tight. Get the pump right to this key area. Interesting. But that's why, what is that, 5 or 6%? Wow, it's 75%. Interesting. Is something going on with gaming coins? Yeah, I guess this is worth putting an alert on. Very high risk. It's very low, right? The volume's lower than it ever was. The coin's down in the dumps. I always believed in the project. I liked MYRIA. I liked gaming. We built such good gaming portfolios back in the day. Remember Naka Gaming? It was all coming together. Gala and their gaming house. It was all looking pretty good. You know? Bitcoin finally getting a little bit of its act together here on the smaller time frames. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. The 1 minute. So look, the 1 minute did its thing. It made the flag with the 21, got tight, and it did the pump above the 200 moving average. It got to move all the way up here to about $88,000. What a beautiful move to the upside. Look at that thing. Now it's ripping. See, remember I said I wouldn't short it, man? Look at that. So it makes a dagger down, comes up, kind of makes, if you look at it, you can see there's a bit of a inverted head and shoulder here. Complex inverted. It's headed right up to this key area there at about $88,000. Unbelievable. And now it just keeps pushing to the upside as well. Wow, that's awesome. Back to 88K where we were all night last night. So it deep dives to 86,000, rips back up, crosses the 200 moving average on the 1 minute, and just, look at, that is a technical signal there when it closed above the 200. Boom, short squeeze. I just seen it so many times. Now it's a little too far for the 21. If it pumps and pumps and pumps again, it's going to come back crashing or come back to hit this resistance. And now you're like, okay, good. Like Bitcoin, crawl. Like little by little, can you do small things? Right? So what I'm looking for now, I even delete everything. We'll go back and rebuild. But on the smaller time frame, now you got to get a flag of some type here. You got to get the 21 to come in contact with price action, right? So you can get nice and tight here to the side. Okay. And resistance, it'll bounce right off that key area. So you just got to you know what I mean? You're just kind of looking to see what's happening here and which way it's going to go. Okay. It's funny, man. Let's go, baby. Yeah. Now, it's likely to come pretty hard back to that 21, in my humble opinion. But if not, there's a chance. So this is the model. Today is what? Is today Tuesday? Is it really Tuesday? It's like hard to tell what day it is when, yeah, today is Tuesday. Wow, 2 days to Christmas. And then we have Christmas and we start our move, right? They cancel completely?
They might come later today.
They might come later today? What is that? That's so insane. Did you explain oh, ever. I can't do 1,000 things at once. It's so crazy, man. The bear market ended at 80K. Yeah, oh man, let's get Ego Run Wildfire. I don't have an ego, man. You're not. I just wanted something clean on time. How is that an ego? It's so weird. If you scheduled, anything to be done on, if you had a dog and you scheduled your dog to be clean and they're just supposed to come in, grab your dog, and you had a nanny waiting with the dog, ring the doorbell. You know what I mean? Was going to leave the reason why I didn't leave the Lamborghini outside is because the last time I did that, it was in my driveway sitting there for a couple hours, and we have staff, they have a landscaping team, and the guy came and just blew leaves and stuff they're supposed to, and he just blew it all at the car. He's sitting there blowing, and I look up and he's blowing dust and leaves all over the car. And I look at him, I'm like, what are you doing, man? And he doesn't realize, because he's a worker, he's sitting there, he's blowing. I get it. I'm not trying to so I don't leave it outside anymore if I'm not watching it, or you know what I mean? So I'm not just gonna sit there and leave it there, because next thing you know, there'll be who knows? You don't get it, man. Anyway. Yeah. Solstice vibes, be real. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, coming from the new, and again, I didn't know. It's not that I didn't get it. I thought you would get a gift bag, man. All I'm talking about is customer service. I feel like you got to treat your customers good. That's all I was saying. Yeah. So I didn't know that, you know what I mean? I don't know. What are you going to do? Bitcoin could make a beautiful flag here on the 1 minute and actually get a bit of a pump here. Let's talk about facts. Is there a chance? Could I get into a live trade? Get the excitement cooking here. Get back to hot price action. Let's go. Get the likes cooking, everybody. Let's fly, baby. Let's fly. Let's fly. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love. And can we get tight here? With the 21 catching. Actually, I need a clean slate. I need to clear my mind here. 20 drawings, insane, right? So if it's real, it'll make some type of ascending triangle. If it's whack, it'll just dump back below the 200 and it'll be just a lackluster nothing burger, right? So show me some realness. And you could, I like to build the trade way before the trade exists, because how else could you scalp the 1 minute if you're not ready? I feel like we could get a little more out of that pump. It's annoying when this disappears. Go to the settings and hit always show stats. Right there. It won't disappear anymore. Some people want it to disappear. I get it. I don't know. I'm not into that. I gotta see it. Well, that's a 4-to-1. We don't even have to go that hard, but 89,359. And the stop would take you at 87,379. That's 333 for 1,500. Wow. I mean, that's a great trade, right? I'm risking, it's basically almost a 5-to-1. I don't know. This says 4-to-1. I don't know how is that a 5. Did I put some numbers in wrong? 89,359. 87,379. I could feel like it could even be 402. Like, I keep it there. 323 for 14. I mean, that's beautiful. Now, it's high risk to enter now because we don't know. But what we did get is we got the 21 to cross the 200. That's the first big sign. You want to see the 21 on and the price on both on the other side of the price action. Whenever I've gotten into this and the 21 hasn't crossed yet, it's usually been a stop hunt. So I wait for this to occur. So now we got the trade set up before the trade, right? We're kind of we're locked in. We're locked in motion. Hit the like button, everybody. This is live BTC trading. And please don't do anything you see here on this channel. I am just me. This is basically a reality TV show of my life, what I do every single day with the charts, how I look at them, how I play with them, and my tips, tricks, and strategies, and everything that might help you along the way. So if you like that, hit the like button. If you've been watching for years, hit the like button. If you're ready to go all the way to the end of the year with me, hit that like button. Let's push as much positivity into the room as we can. Let's spread love, life, and positivity. Dear Lord, thank you so much for this opportunity you've given me. Thank you for everything in that you've brought into my life. Amen. We're living the last days of time. Yeah. Short squeeze, it continued, dump dang. Yeah, even the delivery guys are just acting like they rung the doorbell, then leaving. Want to finish day and go celebrate the holidays. It's funny, right? Little Baron Trump says hello. Amen. Thanks, Baron. We love you, man. Thank you, Sam, for teaching us every day. Thank you for being here every day and saying thank you for it. God bless you on the gratitude, my friend. I mean, that would be epic to enter right there because then you got a 6-to-1 risk reward ratio. 270 for 1,500. Like, it's just like, it doesn't get better than that. It is the 21 above the 200. It technically is the model. But on such a sketchy day to trade, I just don't trust it all. I got to wait for consolidation. But that, man, that would be like legendary to get in right there. I'm going to step away because I feel like if I watch it too much, it's going to force the trade. 11-11. Make a wish, right? Shout out to Reliable J in the house. We live in full alignment with the light that makes life possible. God bless you, brother. Thank you. Yeah. Nah, bro, I always knock and ring the doorbell, man. Amen. Jamal, I love you, Jamal. Retail is famous. Silver ripping. Wow. Silver, the trade of a lifetime. Funny, what is that? Silver. It's like, what? Wow, 70. I still see some bear divvy there, though, right? Like, interesting. I feel like this is almost too big. When I relook at it again, could like shrink it down somewhere to like here. But what a monster move there. I mean, silver, just amazing. I mean, you know, there's a chance. I guess, does it keep going? In my humble opinion, it just eventually it's going to come down hard on a bigger time frame. If it goes, I believe there has to be some consolidation. I'd take some profit there for sure. Be careful, rates jumping hard. What does that mean, man? Huh? That doesn't make any sense. Got to be careful knocking doors in Florida these days. You guys are funny. That's why you ring the doorbell. The best part of incurring massive losses this year, it helps look at the graphs and movements much more dispassionately. Interesting. Well, let's take a look, too, at what's happening with the CME watch group. All right. Someone said rates jumping. No. That's not true. 86%, okay, that they're going to, let's just say, keep the rates current. That's kind of crazy, right? So currently we're there. There's an 86% chance right now that they don't cut the rates. They actually keep them the same. It's kind of crazy. I don't know why that's even coming up, but we'll see. All right, because you want to see 325 to 350. Okay. You don't want to see the current rate. 86% chance that we keep the current rate on January 28th. It is so far out now. But hey, right now, that's interesting. That's kind of bearish. I have to be honest, just for whatever reason. I'm not saying, you know what I mean? It just, that sentiment spread. It's just like if you're watching a game and they tell you that like certain so-and-so is going to be injured. I mean, it's like not a good sign. I mean, it's like you don't want, and you're not saying they can't win, but you got to put in the back of your mind that it may not be the best look, right? Man, so legendary to buy right now and only risk 270 for 1,500. And to win that would be just insane. That's when I started using the 200 moving average. I realized I could create the lower risk entries. You know, I could even make my stop loss so deep, like as deep as 87.1 if I really wanted to, right? 309 looks a little better at a 5-1, right? And if you know my steez and you know my strategy, then you start understanding what we're doing here. You're kind of in tune. 21 above the 200 catching. Short squeeze came down, but now we had, so the short squeeze is great. We get it. The massive green candle, it's supposed to happen. Boom. Then it's, well, what happens then? Do we consolidate, right? So now look, you're now losing that perfect entry. Like it doesn't almost, that's like the best place to get in. That's basically, it's also a bullish retest technically, right? It's retesting this previous resistance zone. Very interesting. Got some dual action there for Bitcoin. Very small time trading, right? This is just a 1 minute. Anything is happening. High risk as well. If you don't know, if you're not privy to the 1 minute, it can wreck you. You have to kind of trade it a lot, understand it. It's slower than people think, though. People think the 1 minute is like, shh. It's not the 1 second, all right? It's just the 1 minute. But when I started trading the 1 minute years ago, it felt like I was trading a roller coaster ride. Now it feels like paint drip dry. You know what I mean? It's just, it's funny. The more you trade time, the more time slows down. The less you trade time, the faster it seems. And when you first get in, like it's like, whoa. Seems like it's moving at the speed of light, right? That was a beautiful bounce buy there at 85, already in the money. People could have made massive gains on that little move. I see people that are so risky. 100xing, 400xing. With that tiny move, they're already up hundreds of percent. It's so crazy, right? Sammy, for what you're doing, you don't have an ego. You're in check. God bless you, man. Thank you. I hope so, man. Like, I blew up fast. People know me around the world. And I don't think, you know, I know that God is everything to me. I know that once I get pompous and think I'm better than someone, I lose it all. You know, I know that my humbleness and my gratitude in life is the only reason I stay where I'm at. Like, you lose your success. You lose your frequency. Your high frequency is your success. And high frequency is gratitude, is love, right? Vibrational energy. So the second you start getting into material things to the point of, like, that's all you care about, you lose the ability to raise your frequency. And then you lose the ability to keep that frequency going, and you lose the like that. And that's my whole success came from once my frequency was raised. So I realized truly that material goods, you know, we can enjoy them, we can use them, we can have fun, like in and out, go for a couple rides, but like don't make them your life. Don't make them your entire identity, and make sure there's always something bigger in your life, right? Like the human connection. We need human connection. You could have all the fun toys in the world. If you were just alone driving through a city, like, would anyone even want a Lamborghini? If nobody ever saw you drive one, I mean, it would be fun. Honestly, it would be fun for like a few months to live in a city alone, drive around. But like, what if it was robots? You could still get food. You could still go to the restaurant. It was all run by robots. There was no people there. And see, it's funny. We all think we're here for, you know, sometimes people think they're here for themselves. But then erase all the people in your life, all the people in reality. Like, even if you went to a city that you didn't know, like say you know, hey, I'm going to New York next week, right? And people, oh, I can't wait. I'm excited. It's going to be awesome, right? You're excited to look at the buildings. You're excited to go to Central Park. Yeah, but in honesty, you're excited to be around the energy of the people. If you took all the people out of New York City, the sightseeing would last a day or two, and then what? You wouldn't smile when you got the hot dog from the hot dog vendor, right? You wouldn't get the cab ride from the cab driver, you know, who drove a little crazy through, you know, the Upper East Side. Like, you would, you know what I mean? You wouldn't get that New York experience. You wouldn't be on the train looking at all the different people on their way home from work, learning about all those cultures that you're taking in just from being there, right? I can't tell you how many nights I rode home on the train. I saw people from, it looked like, you know, all walks of life, Chinese, Korean, you know, African, you know, people from Kenya. It looked like people from Colombia, everywhere. All on that train car together on the way home from some type of job, something they were doing. You know, finding a way in New York City. And I was one of those people finding my way in New York City, right? It was just like, what an experience. And I almost feel like everyone should have went through that experience. But again, everyone has a different, but it was, you know, the 19 years I spent in New York, all those train rides, all the time I spent watching people, learning about, and you could see the pain on their face, their long days. Some of them were stressed. Some of them looked tired. Some of them were happy. Some of them were eating. Some of them were pregnant. Some were tall. Some were short. Some were big. Some were fat, right? Some were fit. And you just saw this collection of people every day, like million. Like now, I don't see that. I see people now here in Florida, but nowhere near as many as I saw when I lived in New York. When I lived in New York, I saw people all the time, right? From all walks of life. Like, it's crazy how much you see in New York. And I think that's really, you know, we really, there's so much going on in our minds. And when you're in a big city and you take all that in at once, that's really, and that's why, and then you learn, you have so many conversations. You become very people. Like, I'm very aware of people and how to talk to people. You put me in a small town and I can easily get by. Everyone's laughing and I'm talking to all the people because a New Yorker already knows how to do that, because that's survival in New York. You're talking to so many people a day all the time. It's part of your life. It's part of being a New Yorker, right? So you'll always have an education from being in New York, and you'll be able to use that education for the rest of your life. I use it every day here on the stream. You know, if I didn't live in New York, there's no way the stream would be the way it was. But, you know, even the funny things we do over here, hey, watch yourself. Don't be touching the keyboard like that. Hey. If it ain't a like, then hey. Don't be touching the keyboard if it ain't a like. Don't be touching the mouse if you ain't liking. I don't want you clicking anywhere else. Don't be on that next tab. Don't be over there. Don't be watching 2 live streams at once. Hey, get back over here for the last time. I told you, huh? I'm wearing the dark gray for a reason. Don't play games over here. And I'm colorblind. I don't know what color this pocket square is, but it looked cool. Probably doesn't match today. I try to do what I do, but today I wasn't sure. Anyone know what color this is? Is it a light gray? Does it flow? I think it goes. Crypto Billy would tell me, does this match, Crypto Billy? Do I flow? Look at the 777s. It was 877.7 and they were gone. Amazing. Bro, now we long on the top over here. Sammy can find a long and a bear manure. Now he's long on the top over here. This guy's funny. I never longed yet. I didn't long the top over here. Hey, now he's long on the top. Watch this guy. I'm taking a model I've back tested for like 10 years straight, and I'm long on the top. I mean, who knows? It doesn't have to. Maybe it is the top. 100%. It matches, brother. Looks like silver gray. Thank you. Can't help. I'm colorblind too. I have an app that defines color for me, though. Hey, God bless you. Can you tell me what it is? Did anyone buy the dip? Now, this could be a nice double top, and we might just die. If we lose the 200, it's a wrap. Now, see, this is the gutsy call, right? It's the higher low on the 21. 169 for $600. Hey. I don't trust trading today at all. But I'm going to go for it because I'm a go-getter. And you lose 90% of the trades you never take. What's this partial stop loss nonsense? Huh. Interesting. That's something anew. So now you got to get this to bounce off the 21 and get tight. Otherwise, it comes right down for me and takes me out, which it probably will do. Feels like trading's been going that way every day on the week, on this holiday trading week. Those are fake, I know. I don't know exactly. I don't get it. I got to figure it out. I'll figure it out. Because it's like, did I just take it out and redo it again? Or do you have to just like... Interesting. Well, let's see. This is cool. We get a little bit of a bounce here. So this is the model. We're above the 21 now. We've consolidated above. I mean, we're above the 200 on the 21 and consolidated. you know, it's a good, like, I don't know, 40% chance I hit this. So, hey, it's better than not, you know, has a pretty good win rate. On low volume, it has like a 40% chance. On high volume, I feel like it has 80 or 90, but so we'll see. I don't want to look at it. When I look at it, it's always like, oh man, I have to stare at the trade all day. So let's look at total 3, the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrency, doing the same thing, making a nice little flag above the 200 after this nice bounce. And it's kind of like, look at that, kind of an inverted head and shoulder here on the 4 hour. No, I mean, shoulder, head, right shoulder. So you're telling me there's a chance, Wilma. You're telling me there's a chance here on total 3. So a bit of a cup and handle, higher low. Are we digging in for Christmas here? Is this the Christmas high that we bounce from? Unbelievable. Only time will tell. It's funny. You go on crypto Twitter this morning. Like I looked at Twitter or X when I woke up this morning. And of course, it's like I see a bunch of bull porn. People are like, this is it. You know, alt season is here. Obviously, I couldn't believe it. It's about to bounce. The biggest alt season of our lifetime. And they just drew this and they're like, it bounced off the trend every time. I mean, it's on the way. And I'm like, really? Like, that's it? Like, that's all they say. They're like, look, how could we not see this? It's definitely alt season. And I'm like, what? Like, really? That's, you know, and again, we've been talking about this for a long time, but it's always been about, to me, that 3-day 200. And I mean, you know, we're stuck on it. There's a little bull div here. Even this indicator has some bull div. Nah, no bull div really, though. Like, it's not really strong. Let's double check. I like to double click this. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's swinging down. I'd say it doesn't swing down as sharp, which is a div. Like, it's a class C bullish div. Like, see, that will, if you keep pulling this, and they will intersect, it just will take a little longer than good divergence. It's not amazing, all right? But, like, I mean, at the end of the day, that's that $94,000 there. That's that, you know, that 895, 900 billion. You got to get this bounce. And to me, it just looks more and more like a descending triangle. See, like, it's going to take us down, down. So I don't know. I see a lot of perma bulls here fighting for this being the bottom, and it could. I have enough altcoins. If it's the bottom, I'll benefit, but I'm not piling in. You know what I mean? XRP Zcash Dash, you did it yesterday. Just an update. It needed. Shout out to Sumit Hardwani. Thank you, brother. That's a lot though. 3 super chats in one. If everyone did that, like, and I got like 50 super chats, I'd be here till the end of time. So we usually do 1. I'll do Zcash. It looks like we won't get alt season, more like flat season. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So far, we're just getting tighter in the zone. We'll see what Bitcoin wants to do here. And you never know. There's a chance we get our Tuesday pump and we win our trade. So, yeah, this looks, you know, it's got to break out. It's got to break out. You got to get a 3-day candle above 848 billion soon, like very soon. This has to turn into an inverted head and shoulder here. It's just so important, folks. Like, this is just, you know what I mean? It's so important. There may be a chance we getting the parabolic pump. We got to hold that 200. We got to get green candles. This closes tonight. It is a higher low technically to the tweezer bottom. We're hugging. So there's just like this last little chance of hope that we're holding on to. And there's still a chance, but it's, man, I tell you what, man, they're making it, you got to be ready to be in it for the next 4 years and look at this like a flash in the pan. And if you can do that, you can get through this period. And so I zoom out and I just say, hey, this is just a flash in the pan. How many new people we have here today on the stream? Any new people here? Put a 333. If you've never come to the stream, put a 333 in the chat. We want to see you. We want to get to know you. We want to help you. We want to learn about you. We want to know what brought you here. What gets you going? Put a 333 and say what brought you here. Say I want to learn more about crypto. Say I saw you on the YouTube algo. Just let me know. Put a 333 if you're new here and you just jumped on into the stream. I feel like it's all OGs, but the last time I said that, a bunch of new people hit 333. All right, let's crack that 200 on. You know, shout out to James Frankenstein. Cool. Shout out to Chris 12345. Shout out to Ryan Cammy. Been here 3 years. Wow. DCA long term. Don't pay attention to the noise. God bless you, stock junkie. He knows. Hopium, copium, crypto bros, my man. Shout out to AJ. Shout out to Chris from India. YouTube Algo. God bless you. Thank you. Shout out to Al Wajid Group. Thank you. I don't remember 333, my man. I wanted a mentor to change my mindset and forward me towards abundance. God bless you. 333. What does 333 mean? We love you. It's just an abundance number, man. I want to learn more. Of a friend recommended you to me. I don't understand anything yet. One day at a time, man. We got you. Look at all these awesome new people here to learn. God bless you, man. Few months now, Sam the Realist. Thank you. We called this bear in October. How good was that? Now I know why they say you money on your first bull run. I am not going anywhere. We'll be here for the next one. Stay close to the 99. God bless you. Merry Christmas, everyone. Thanks for helping me get started. Thanks for being awesome, Grapefish. That will come back to you tenfold, given $4.99. 1 year strong, kind of new. God bless you, man. I'm here to learn more about trading. I'm here to learn on a higher time frames, but it's interesting watching trading on lower time frames. We're getting a little bit of a pump here. So far, we're getting tighter and tighter. The tighter you get, the more likely this thing's going to explode now. I mean, that's almost like that's a perfect model. Like, that's a perfect model. If that doesn't hit, so be it. Like, I took what I know the best. You know, if that doesn't hit, it's low volume, it's a horrible day, they stop hunting me, come get me, it is what it is. But that thing is like, I take that trade 10 out of 10 times, man. That's my bread and butter right there. I'll take it on any time frame, any asset, really. That is my bread and butter. If I can't take that, then what can I trade? You know what I mean? I back tested it for life. Like, what else can I trade? Sam shared the secret of abundance. You want to know the real Sam Price? Look up Remote Chief. I love you, man. Thank you. The year forced me to stay for another to try to get some back, man. Amen. Funny, the real quick live. I was Remote Chief. I was the Remote Chief. I want to know the real Sam Ryan. You're funny. What do you think about Vol? Good fundamentals? VDOL? Vol? VOOL? I've never heard of it, honestly. I'd have to look it up to see what it is. Thank you so much for subscribing, and please subscribe to the channel, all the new people. We love you, we appreciate you, and we thank you so much for jumping on in. All right. He said, all along, guys, let it explode. You're funny. It's a fake out, not a breakout. Hey, you never know. Probably is. You know, it doesn't look amazing. Someone says 73K incoming. It could happen. Yeah. Can't believe the Lambo detailer, big time the lifer. Totally. It's okay, man. I don't want to say nothing. Just miscommunications. I'm all love, man. I don't have time for it. I don't even think about it again. You know what I mean? That's what people don't realize. Whenever people get like that, if you run a business and you ever get like even slightly catty with a client, like just like, I mean, that could be a client like me. I have no time. Like, I don't have time to actually go back and forth. I just don't. Like, I give it to my wife. Let my wife deal with it. Like, I'm not dealing with it. You know what I mean? I'll just never deal with it again. That's all. I just move right on. I got stuff to do in my day. Sammy, can you look into the new margin rule made last night being compared to the 1980s silver rule? Interesting. Trading liquid, just bought 880 of point. Yo, God bless you, man. People buying that BTC. See, every day there's someone who decides it's time to get into Bitcoin. Isn't that crazy? And if you're in like me, you're like, you don't realize it, but every day there's a new person that dives into crypto. And remember, crypto has good DeFi. Like, I thought about it today. Like, Morpho has really good lending. Again, I'm not telling you what to do, and I'm not a financial advisor. But if you just look up the DeFi and crypto, like a lot of it beats what you're getting around the world. You know, and that's why DeFi is going to continue to roll. And then banks are like, hey, if they can give yield, we want to give the same yield. You know, they'll probably snatch a little bit behind the scenes, though. Thank you for everything, Sam. I've been watching your stream for almost 4 years now. Just felt the need to show my appreciation. Thank you. Hey, God bless you. Shout out to the awesome people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. We appreciate you. Yeah. Turned half my silver into Bitcoin this morning. Unbelievable. What a smart move. What a smart move. That's awesome. And remember that day I said I'm going to start buying some silver? You know, you can convert some of your, you know, it's funny. You could convert some of your Bitcoin was high, converting it into silver at the time. And I even said just converting the wins, the levered wins into silver, right? That was the only thing we were talking about. And bang, like It's just funny how that all ended up playing out. It's so interesting, you know? I just want to look at my Kinesis. Remember, we put in like, I don't know, $1,400 in the silver on Kinesis like a while back. It's funny. So look, we put $1,300 into Kinesis. It's $2,600 now. Like, it's just crazy, right? Even the little things I did, right? Just bought the KAG token on Kinesis, and that's up big now. We can convert that to BTC if we wanted to. We could do whatever we want, right? I can go to my silver token. Then I could go swap it over here, right? Sell the max, and then I could swap it for Bitcoin, I believe, right? Or maybe only USDC at the time. No, look, crypto. Okay, so for USDC, and then I could probably swap it for Bitcoin. But let's just see, maybe BTC. So you can't go directly, but you could probably go out and in again. All right. You go to the dollar pressure. It's just crazy. I think it's a good time to offload. I mean, that's such a nice high. You know what I mean? And then I feel like, then you switch it to back to Bitcoin rips or Ethereum, something on the low. Interesting. And this is just Kinesis style money. There's so many ways to make gains in crypto, right? Like, this is just another way, right? I set my tether here, then you can buy the silver token. Just amazing, man. It's just amazing. Thank you, Sam, for continued support and dedication to grow. Wow. Amen. Thank you. Thank you. I want to learn how to trade. Thank you, Feliz Navidad. Hey, Feliz Navidad. God bless you, brother. Trade's not looking good. 650. They're coming for me now. Looking more like a descender or kind of like a symmetrical triangle. And these trades are high risk because they're really close to the bone, you know, but that's okay. That's why my losses are 150 to 300 and the gains are bigger. You know what I'm saying? It ends up panning out over time. So. Okay. And shout out to anyone that follows me at x.com, at CryptoLifer33. I greatly appreciate it. We are continuing to grow. Thank you so much. And I'm putting out charts, ideas, things that you've never heard of. Look at our gold trade up 98%, banging on to the upside. Even some of the videos that you see around the internet are out there. So just jump on it. All right. Have some fun. Yeah. Wow. So silver could make a sideways flag, but to me, it's likely going to pull back. If we even look at it on the 4 hour, I bet it's, it looks pretty strong on the 4 hour. The key is if the 21 follows through something, it's in a nice trajectory. If it gets too far for the 21, it's a short squeeze. Bitcoin, since the opening of December, became more and more difficult to anticipate. Oh my God, what's happening? Any thoughts about it? I take it one step at a time. It's in some chop with low volume. See, the thing about it is, it's kind of like this. If you ever watch a boat in the ocean, if a boat's moving really fast, you can see where it's going. But if a boat slows down and does nothing, it kind of bobs around. And it's like it goes here, the wave pushes it there. And it's kind of like you can't really tell. So liquidity is the same way, right? Like when Bitcoin has a lot of people trading it, you can see it's direct. It's either direct down, direct up. But when it has lack of volume, it's just kind of like, oh, I'll go here, then I'll go there, and then I'll go up there, and then maybe I'll come down here, and then I'll come up, and we call this chop, and you can see it. Yeah. So it's just a good time to slow down. It's when America doesn't care. Most Americans who move with a lot of money, who move the markets, they're taking big vacations with their family. The richer the person is, the bigger the vacation, the more extravagant, the longer. 10 days, hunting trips, or a 10-day trip to, maybe they're skiing in Aspen with the family. You know what I mean? They're in Jackson Hole. They're renting a yacht somewhere off the coast of France or something. You know what I mean? It's all this or the Maldives, wherever, or Turks and Caicos, wherever, And they're not going to be sitting there moving the market around. I'm sure there's savages that never take a day off like me. But at the end of the day, even I'm all right, today, my kids are both home. When I get off the stream, I'm going to have to be a dad for way more than I normally am. Normally, my daughter's at school, and the nannies, I think the nanny's leaving either early or isn't around today. And then, And so I gotta be, I'm gonna be, the kids are gonna be, hey Sam, can I, my daughter's like, she just learned how to ride a bike or get her training wheels. She's gonna beg me to take her on a bike. And my other daughter's gonna beg me to go rollerblading or do something. And then they're gonna want to play Legos or want me to do and I'm gonna have to say yes. I mean, this is my time to be a dad. So if I'm in the charts all day for the next 3 days, like, it's just like, this is my time to be with them, man. This is such a special time. So remember that, like, as much as I want to tell everyone trade all day long and let's go because that's my life, that's my business, that's how it works. I also want to be a real person and be like, hey, let's be with our families. Let's take a step from the screens. Let's relax. You know what I'm saying? So, what's your thoughts on 67 breaking point for bang neighbors over issues? Silver can be provided by them now. Your thoughts? I don't know all that. I don't know all the ins and outs like that. You sound like you know way more than me, man. Yeah, I don't get into stuff I don't know about. I trade Bitcoin every day. I've been holding silver and buying it for, I don't know, since 2009, 2008 area. And that's about it. And I like silver and I get it, but I'm not an aficionado in derivatives contracts for silver and pricing of paper, and you have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah. If it makes me money, I know about it. If that, would that, or I'm not even being rude, but there's a chance that this information you're telling me would make me money. You could probably explain that. I don't know. I know how to make money on silver and trade it, and gold and trade it, and Bitcoin and trade it, right? Can you analyze MyHex on the daily time frame, also Zcash? Let's take a look at Z on MEXC. Zcash is just tight and tight. It's super tight. And it's really, as I said before, it depends on what Bitcoin does. Like, Bitcoin dumps, this thing dumps. Bitcoin somehow saves the day. This saves the day. And it's a symmetrical triangle, 50-50. It is higher lows, which the trend tells you you're going to continue. So the trend's your friend right now and says you're going up. But like I said, some type of inverted head and shoulder possibly. You can't break this low at 372. And there's some hopium there. The daily looks like it's rolling over. Like, the daily looks like it got overbought and it just made like a double top. I'd just be really careful trading altcoins right now until Bitcoin gets back above 94K. Yes, you're going to miss the initial pump probably in some of them because they're raised up, but getting pissed off for risking the initial pump is very similar to someone who probably jumps in too late, yeah. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. But it also, has a lot of volume. People know about it. But if it breaks that low, if Bitcoin rips, this will rip. If Bitcoin dips, this will dip. I know it's not what people want to hear. It's just the facts. And I can't tell you exactly what Bitcoin's going to do. We're in a very back and forth area. That's why I right now would DCA into BTC, coins that I like. If I had guts, I'd go in here with a stop, knowing what I'd be willing to lose. Everyone wants to make tons of money. They're not willing to put in $5,000, risk $1,000, and try to make 15 grand. It's not fun for them. See, a win is a definite win, but everyone wants a big win every time. But how about a bunch of definite wins over time? How about that? Instead of just like the biggest risks every time. We constantly take big risks, then we're in where we could constantly get hurt too as well. So, yeah. 9-minute charge for a 900 mAh battery. What does that mean? It's a huge deal. Issue 30-day window for banks to prepare. Silver could jump to 150 really fast. Calls are beginning. Tied with Samsung battery development with silver lithium batteries. Oh, wow. 9-minute charge for a 900 mAh battery. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so silver's being used in the batteries. The battery. Okay, I got you. Thank you. So what this guy just said, he said because of the way they're going, silver could jump to 150, and it's also being used in electric cars. Happy holidays. Yeah, silver is the best conductor of electricity. People think it's gold, but it is silver. I thought it was gold for like 20 years, and I found out it was silver like just 4 years ago. Happy holidays to you and your family, Sam. Spending time with my daughter, still active in the markets, but can definitely tell the markets are in a standstill. Enjoy this time with loved ones. God bless you, man. Yeah. Crypto will change lives, but pain on Copium Road ahead. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. The people that are willing to go for the next 4 years, that are kind of ready and willing, Oh, look, I mean, we got a bit of a move here. It's not over yet, baby. Hey, now it's really, really flagging out. Now it's almost Adam and Eving here. I may have made the trade of a lifetime. I'd love to make a G today off that trade. Imagine making a grand off that trade today. Come on, baby. Show Sam the monies. Let's get it. Let's get it. Sam, this is an off-trading question. Then don't ask it. No, I'm Then shush your mouth. I'm just joking. I'm joking. Clean flag of the 5. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure. For Sheasley. Yeah. A little bull flag here. Hey, man, this is setting up for a possible explosive short squeeze. All right. I'm down 1,700 today. Dang. How are the markets at a standstill? Gold, silver, platinum. Why would you risk that much on a low volume day? Like the most I would lose today is like 2, 3, maybe 400 at the most. And that would be offsetting. It's changing batteries, a huge energy change. Demand is predicted to be 5% more than production in 2026. Yeah, because everyone's going to want that battery the second it comes out. No one wants to be behind on having to charge. And so every company's going to want to get it and bring it into their system. Everyone's going to, because, now my product's even better, right? But only the people that are already lined up to get it are going to get it. And then it's already gone. So it's already been spoken for. And they're going to have to go dig. Where are they getting this stuff? What are they digging it from? Is it Angola mines? You know what I mean? Where's this silver coming from? Should open up a silver mine right now, or should have opened up one years ago. Funny. Great Panther down the drain. Funny. One of the first things I ever traded, Great Panther Limited. Great Panther. GPL, man. Used to be an amazing company before Gruber ran into the ground. Unreal, right? So crazy. It went from 80 cents up here. Oh, man. Anyway. Those were the days, baby. Those were the days back in 2009 and 2015. I slept in. Forget this PA. Hey, God bless you, brother. Smart man. Yeah. Sammy's in a little long here on the 1 minute. Just trading the pack. Just trading the 200, 21 above the 200. Just doing what we do. Not changing the sauce. And you never know. We'll see what happens. Right? But we're pushing the boundaries of what could be and what has been. Every single day here on National Trader Graphics. Here on National Trader Graphics, we go deep into the science of trading. We watch traders in their natural habitat as they move through the trades. Look at this. I spot a... Look, I'm the king of 3%. I am the king of 9%. I am the king of 9%. I made 9%. I made 9%. Go tell the world I made 9%. I made 9%. 9%, 9%, 9%, 9%. He made 9%. He made 9%. She made 9%. Who made 9%? I did. So stupid. Sammy does it again. Now, let's see what happens. Don't call me a genius when I win. Don't call me a loser when I lose. It's just another trade in the data set. But it's Pumpology 101 based off years of trading. I'm just doing what I've seen done before. You know what I mean? Both short and longs are getting it today. Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. Hey, Chris, go to your room. My name's Peter Griffin. That's right. I'm from Quahog. When I watch crypto, I watch the Crypto Lifer. Let's go to Quahog and drink a beer. Hey, Lois. Hey, Chris. This is Peter Griffin. The everyday hitter, never quitter. They call me the Cal Ripken of the charts, Sammy P. Rolling that dice every single day, baby. You never know what you're going to get when you come to the stream. You never know what you're going to see. This will probably dump in our face and go right back down the way it's been going. So don't be going. I wouldn't get too excited about any of this at all. I wouldn't be excited at all. Do you say at all or at all? I think at all sounds cooler, but I never say it like that. I say at all, like a regular Americano. But at all is like very, you know, I don't do that at all. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah. Sammy, you can change the partial by pressing on position stop and cancel the partial one. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I have to do. Making profit line, but barely. I mean, come on. It's not like I'm not going to be like, look at my 3% $29 trade there. I'm the greatest in sliced bread, and, you know, don't you know there, Bobby? But, you know, let's see if this thing can consolidate even more now. Let's get real busy here. The tighter, the more it consolidates, the more solidified a move to the upside is. And if it breaks down, then we know today is bearish. Like, if this could be kind of like cat ears in a way. Like yesterday we had something like that, right? Where that's like a high, you know, it could be kind of catty or like. I don't like to, shouldn't draw it out and make it happen, right? But see him make voices and clowning, that's emotion. Is he afraid of losing the trade? No emotion, no fear. Emotion? Are you serious? I could care less. I'm just having fun. Yeah, I do it all the time. So weird. See him making voices and clowning, that's emotion. He's afraid of losing the trade. Are you serious? Wait, you know, I'm so happy that I get to live rent-free in so many people's brains where they build like these stories that make no sense. But hey, man, whatever you want. If I'm the character doing that in your life, so be it. I'd love to be the clown making emotional voices for you. Like, if that's how you want it to be, or clown, I don't mean the clown, but you're saying making voices and clowning because I'm afraid. If that's what you believe, that's awesome, right? Because that's entertaining to you, right? Look at this guy. He's in fear. He's using voices. So, like, if that, honestly, I just want to be as entertaining as I can be to everyone. So, hey, I guess I did my job, man. I'm 1,000 people to 1,000 people. Hey, who knows who I am to everybody here on the stream today? You know, everyone has made a creation of me. Some people have met me and they know me. Other people just believe who they've decided I am, right? And you know what? Who you decide I am has a lot to do with who you are. Like, if you've been through a lot and your parents have passed and my parents have passed, you might connect with me and then you're going to decide who I am. If, you know, you're young and that hasn't happened to you, you might not understand certain things. Like, you might, you know, I'm not saying, and it doesn't mean you have to have that happen to you to be my buddy. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is your life experiences will change the way you connect to me. And it will change the identity you have passed on to me. Agreed? Yeah. There's a direct collection when people think someone is honorable and good, and most people say that, and you say, oh yeah, the general idea about this person is such. But even then, inside of that overall idea, everyone still has their own separate idea of who that person is. You see what I'm saying? Like, so anyway, just, you know, back. 89,579 is the target for Bitcoin if we get the pump. It would be great. I'd make a little bit of I'd make some shekels today. And hey, some people have already made shekels. Most people trade harder than me. And they trade like 100x, right? 400x. So that's like almost 10x what I'm doing. That means a lot of these people are up $1,000 already. $500, $200. They all trade harder than me. I'm not into like risking a lot of money. I just like to add more money that I already have. That's all I need to do every day. I don't need to go crazy. Let's take a look here at what's happening. ICNT. Let's take a look at that, Bubby. Remember? We got put on by a trader here the other day to ICNT. The Impossible Cloud Network. What a name. It works for me. I don't know if it works for you, but it works for me. So we're looking for to see this thing that it could bounce further to the upside. Then it did, you know, and it came, wow. Nice move, man. Nice move. And then, like, you know, away for the 21-day moving average. Interesting. And it bounced out. I mean, that's it. Wow. So, look, I mean, another thing, too, that is just my signal. Like, it got above the 200 moving average, and it was gone. I can't tell you how this 200, so that you just keep looking. If you're one of my students and you're looking for gains, just keep looking for trades that have tight moving averages inside of the flags. Stochastics getting low for the entry. I mean, that's just amazing. We were putting it, I mean, I think down there, and then we were looking for it to get in here, and it bounced to there. Then it just kept ripping. Then it took a crash, and then it pumped again, which is so interesting. Hard to tell what's going to do. It's pretty erratic, to be honest, right? I mean, but it made, you can see how it's kind of like an Adam and Eve, and then it made this like V shape, like it made a rounded bottom. Rounded bottoms do pay the bills. We're moving through space and time there, but that's a rounded bottom. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You usually only get like 5 or 6 times to buy the scope of the bottom. Like, it's funny, and then you're gone. That thing's behaving like a bull run coin that's coming out of the bear market. So now we got to set support and resistance lines and like start to see what's happening here. If this is bullish, it's going to flag out on the 1 hour time frame, and this looks interesting. There's momentum here. Like, I can sniff out momentum based off of price action, right? I just got to add alerts here. It's funny, add alerts, and then I got to, whenever I get asked to do an interview, like I was doing an interview yesterday with Mario Nafal. Pretty big guy. He's like one of the most famous people on X. And I was sitting with him yesterday on, they brought me into a panel about, perp dexes. And there's a new perp dex called Space on Solana. Prediction markets, And there's 3 prediction markets now. There's Space on Solana. I found out there's Kalshi. Right? I learned about Kalshi yesterday. I didn't know what it was. Okay, so for the first time I learned about Kalshi. Kalshi? I thought they were saying cow sheep, which was so funny. But it's basically, it's a competitive poly market, as you can see. And you can bet on anything. Will Trump buy at least part of Greenland? You know what I mean? Next U.S. president election winner, J.D. Vance or Gavin Newsom. Like, you can already kind of pro football champion, Rams or Seattle, Fed decision in January, pro basketball, S&P close price of 2025, right? Highest temperature in NYC today. Like, you can do that. 12 hours and you can win. It's crazy, man. I mean, if you're like, basically you can bet on anything. And we were talking about how prediction markets are going to take over. They're going to be more and more prevalent. People are going to bet on anything they want. Someone could bet on how many viewers I got today on the live stream, over 1,500, less than 1,500, over 5, you know what I mean? How many likes does Sam get? Does he get 100 likes? Does he get 300 likes? Let's see, today we got, 447. Is that something, 474. And dear Lord, thank you so much for the 474 likes. That's a beautiful thing. God bless everyone that hit that like button. I really appreciate it. So I would watch ICNT like this to see bing, 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 bing. If it makes all 3 alerts and it hits, it's like a winner chicken dinner. That's interesting. 88,000 for Bitcoin. So far, so good here. And you can see the tightness. You can almost say that it broke out of that channel, but I like to see the tightness here. Remember the tightness. Get it? Remember the tightness. That's funny. I thought that's funny. I don't know. It's not that funny to you. To me, No, because remember the tightness of the charts. I'm not talking about something else. I don't know what you're talking about. Not like that. No, not like that. But it's remember the Titans. You know what I mean? Remember the Titans. Remember the Titans. I don't know. I'm being so stupid. Anyway, it is what it is. I'm not funny. I know it. But I think my mom told me I was funny. So I think I'm funny. Probably not at all in any way. But I'm oblivious to the fact that I'm not funny. So it doesn't really matter, right? Because if I think I'm funny, then I'm funny. Just saying. No one else has to believe me. So look, can the 8 hour come further to the downside here and head all the way down to 610? It's possible. That looks bearish on the altcoins. They're going to have to bounce and bounce fast. I mean, this is altcoin dominant, so. But it does show Bitcoin's still in charge. And even if, if we get a pump, look at this bump. It's like people are going to rush into Bitcoin again. If we do get a big move, people are going to rush into Bitcoin. And look, Pokemap suggests we go lower. I just want to put this out there. There's no big red at 90 or 90,000 no more. It's down here at 85. So it's saying this is just a a fake pump, and we're going to take a nasty little dump. That's what the bigger time frames say. So I wouldn't get too excited about this scalp, but we'll see. It'd be so cool to make $1,000 today and have this rip to 89.5. Show the trade to the community and say, everyone, have a good day. Take the day off. We hit our trade from the live stream, and we nailed it, right? Again, we're still giving live trades every day. We're still showing how the system works. We're still showing my beautiful system of how to trade using moving averages. But we dang well know today's a tough day. We know there's tight volume. We know it's not easy. And we know we're pushing ourselves a little too hard. But hey, it's all about going every single day and not taking a day off. Some days aren't going to be perfect. Some days aren't going to be amazing. But every single day is a day for gratitude and thankfulness. So that's why I really don't like being ridiculed for any reason. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like, dang, man. Well, like, why? Anyway, so shout out to all the beautiful people out here on the live. We appreciate you. We love you. We'll see what happens on this stream, onto this trade. I thank you so much for jumping on in and kicking it with me this whole time. We had an amazing amount of viewership. Like, the stream health is excellent. The amount of people on the stream is unbelievable. You people are amazing. Shout out to every single one that came to the stream. Thank you for telling your family and friends about the stream. Thank you for coming to learn every single day and pushing yourselves. If you're up in a trade already, God bless you. If you made gains in it already on the stream, thank you. And remember, anything is possible. One step, one day, one candle at a time. If I was 100%, I wouldn't exist. Nobody is 100%. So there's going to be an L. You're going to take a loss sometimes. Just make sure you handle the loss properly. You use proper risk management. If you keep losing, it's time to kind of reform the situation, or maybe wait for better volume. You need really good skills in bad volume. Like right now, it's tight. It's tight. I'm only trading a model that I back tested for years, and I'm precise about it. I'm not doing anything else. You see, I'm being very disciplined. I'm not leaving the model. There's times when my brain wants me to leave the model and just make a different type of trade here and there, and I just can't do that. I got to stick to the plan. I got to stick to the model. Everyone, I love you. I appreciate you. Stay amazing. Stay blessed. I mean, the model says it's about to pump right now. That's your 1, 2, third touch of the 21 above. I mean, usually, boom. That's kind of the inverted, but you never know. I don't want to I'm not telling you what to do. I am not a financial advisor. Do whatever makes you happy. I love you all. God bless everyone here on the stream. Have a good time with your family. Enjoy it today. May I be a good dad today and do all the right things. Dear Lord, help me. Keep my attention. Put my phone down and always be there for my kids. Stay away from the charge, please. And I'll check this trade in about an hour and see what happened. Set it and forget it. Either it hits or it doesn't. Don't stress. Put what you're willing to lose and walk away, baby. I love you. Thank you so much. I'll catch you all tomorrow. Thank you for an unbelievable, one of the greatest live streams I ever had. I love you. Thank you. Stay blessed.